Hello and welcome to New Filmmakers Los Angeles in partnership with Moviemaker magazine. I'm here at the Camridge in Los Angeles, West Hollywood, with Carlos Hurtado with his movie, Hollygrove, a true life story of Monserrat. Let's take a look at a clip.
I remember, because I was trying to be cool, trying to fit in, trying to find a place where I was respected and not humiliated. At home, all I felt was humiliated, disrespected. Like I wasn't anything worth being.
So Carlos, it's wonderful to have you here in the studio.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. Tell us a brief synopsis of your film.
It's about a girl that goes through a crisis in her life and is trying to figure out how to overcome that. I mean, for a lot of people, it's difficult when something happens early in your life. It impacts you, it changes you. But to have a positive attitude about it, and to really love, and to be able to show something from there, and to actually more is to have hope, is what this story is about. It's about a girl who has hope. Through the worst thing you could possibly go through, she doesn't lose that.
Now, Hollygrove is such an iconic place. It's, way over 100 years old. And in fact, it's actually where Marilyn Monroe was when she, up to the age of 8 years old.
That's correct.
How did you come across Hollygrove?
The person who brought me on the project was Ruby Stewart, which is Rod Stewart's daughter. She called me up one day. She had seen a project that I did at Coachella, and I also know her mom, Kelly Amberg. They told me to come along to see if it was something that would interest me. And of course, I mean, helping kids is one of the biggest things for me. I mean, to be able to give back and be able to, show that you can appreciate more for kids that don't have anything. I mean, why not do it? And that's how I came about it. I just got a call one day and they told me, do you want to do this? And I said yes, without hesitation.
And Montserrat, I mean, it's a true story, really incredibly brave, girl. How did you come across her?
Well, that was actually from the orphanage. I mean, from Hollygrove. I mean, Hollygrove is no longer an orphanage. They stopped about 4 or 5 years ago. They were an outreach program that helped kids in crisis and everything. But they told me about this girl. They said, this girl has a story to tell. You have to interview her. And at that point, I wanted to film something. I was like, okay, we need to film somebody. We need to film somebody. They go, no, it's worth the wait. Give it another 2-3 weeks. It's going to happen. When you hear her story, you're going to say, wow. And I don't think we were all prepared at all to listen to her story. I mean, we got the basics, that she did this, she did that, but the core part of it, when you watch the film, the impact, that was something that she revealed that day that she had never revealed to anybody else. She felt comfortable. She felt, at that point that she wanted to move forward. And I can't tell her because I want you to see the film, but
you have to see it.
You have to see it. But it was that moment, that pivotal moment when we were doing the interview, that it was a breakthrough for her. She told a secret of her life, or something very personal of her life, that I think opened up even more, especially when we showed the film for the first time. She was like, thank you for the opportunity. I mean, I don't know what to say from there.
You mixed it with animation as
Yes.
well, which I thought was fantastic. Was that something you planned to do?
Yes, that was actually something I planned early on. There's a company called Roger TV that had helped out Hollygrove the past 2 years. They did, some documentaries. I knew they did animation, so I said, you know what? They do animation. Why not mix the two together? Make something a little bit different, because anybody can do a documentary. You film, you point a camera. Don't get me wrong; it's a difficult thing, but just bring it to life in a different way. Bring a story of a girl who goes through a trauma and imagine it how she would imagine it in a dream. That was my idea behind the project, is to bring the animation was a dream sequence of how she would see it in her own eyes if she was a little kid.
I mean, it's a very captivating and sentimental, documentary. Tell us more about what you've done before and what you're planning to do.
Well, what I've been doing before is music videos and commercials. Mostly music videos. I love them. They're visual and all that stuff, but I think I never planned to do a documentary in my life. I always thought, that's not for me. But when I did this, it was an eye-opener in a way, because it got you into something that's real. It's not, music videos, you get the flashy things, make things look great, but a documentary, you actually get to know somebody. You actually get to feel for them. You actually explore their lives. And when she told me the interview, when we did the interview with her, when I did the animation, the movie and everything, I was nervous up to the point before I showed it to them, especially Hollygrove and also Monserrat, because I took the responsibility of somebody's life and I'm putting it on screen. How are they going to interpret it? Did I do it wrong, or did I make it too strong? Are they going to feel? Are they going to tell me not to show it? It was a lot of different things that you don't get in a movie or a music video or a commercial. It's life. You're dealing with somebody's life, and you have a responsibility when you're dealing with somebody's life. You can't take that easily.
I mean, that was your first documentary.
First documentary.
It's pretty amazing. What would you like? What's your plan for the future as a director?
Feature films.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite movies, Goonies. I want to make Goonies Part 3. I know they're making Part
Goonies
2.
Part, okay. Okay, Goonies.
I'm joking.
Okay, you heard
I'm
it
a
here.
big Goonies fan, that's why.
Yeah, I love Goonies. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Goonies, okay? This Carlos wants to do it, right? He's directing it, okay? That's wonderful. What did you, I mean, this, as I say, documentary is so personal. What did you want your audience to get from it?
I'm not sure what I wanted them to get. I wanted them to feel, is what I wanted. I mean, I wanted you to experience your life and then just take a step back and say, you know what, some of us are fortunate enough. Why can't I not give more? You know, donate your time, go out there to help people. That's what I wanted them to feel. It's like, I'm very fortunate. I have great parents. They've always supported me through my career. And to experience Montserrat's life in that way, it's like, you know what? Some of us just get, we get through traffic or we get, complain about this. There's such small things when you compare it to somebody else's life that has nothing.
Yeah.
And so when you see the film, I want you to actually go out there and say, you know what? I can donate time. I can do good for people. I can help people and not be selfish about it. You go out there because you want to do it. And you have to love it.
Life lessons, it's really amazing. What is it like after all the hard work that you put in to make this documentary and, going through, pre and post-production to be selected for New Filmmakers Los Angeles?
No, it's amazing. I mean, thank you to New Filmmakers Los Angeles. I mean, just the opportunity to show your film anywhere, especially here. I mean, it's an honor. I mean, to have an audience is always an honor.
Well, we loved it, and we really want you guys to see it. It's really powerful, and I really very much enjoyed it.
Well, thank you.
So thank you, Carlos, for joining us here in the studio. It's
thank you,
been wonderful
guys.
to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to find out more about New Filmmakers Los Angeles, you can sign up for our newsletter at nfmla.org. We'd like to thank Cameras Los Angeles for this wonderful space where we've met some of the world's best new filmmakers.